Welcome to American BBQ'ers. Today we are going to do a smoked glazed Brussels sprout. You take your Brussels sprout, you're going to cut this little stubby end off like that. You're going to knock some of the leaves off that are already coming off. You're just going to set it up, cut it in two halves like so. Already got the rest of mine cut here. We're going to take a little bit of olive oil. Not going to take much. Do a light little drizzle. I'll get that in a second. A little bit of garlic. If you want to chop fresh, that's okay. But you want to do about 2 teaspoons of garlic. This stuff is great. We're going to do a couple pinches of our salt and pepper. Like so. Then we're just going to give it a light little toss, especially with that garlic. We want to incorporate it on every piece, get everything nice and oiled up. You will knock a couple more leaves off, that is okay. Okay, should end up with something close to like this. From here, I'm going to let this sit. Let the olive oil kind of penetrate through with the garlic and the salt to try to get a little more of that flavor on the inside of all of these leaves and the crevices. So after an hour, I'm going to put them in like a sheet tray or some sort of shallow dish, and we're going to go to the smoker with them. Okay, we've had about an hour rest on our Brussels sprouts. So you can see how we've gotten a little dark right here on the cut edges. That's the olive oil soaked into the Brussels sprouts. Okay, so we're going to go back here. We're going to go 325 for about 20 minutes, and we're going to check them. We want them not mushy but not completely hard, so you kind of want them in between, almost like an al dente for like pasta. So we'll check them periodically and we'll go from there. Okay, our Brussels sprouts roasted for about 15 to 20 minutes. They are not mushy, yet they're not really hard. They're good in between. So I pulled them off, kind of gave them a stir to make sure they don't stick to the pan. For our glaze, I have 1 cup of chicken stock, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch to thicken, and you bring it to a boil. If you notice, it's not watery, but yet it's not like a super sludge either. It's just nice where it'll give a little bit of a coat. I also did a couple grinds of fresh black pepper. I'm going to pour our Brussels sprouts in. Take a spoon. Just give them a nice little toss. Now this glaze is going to add a little bit of flavor, but its main importance is this glaze is going to help keep the heat inside of your Brussels sprouts. That way they don't get cold. It's a little restaurant trick to keep things hot as long as possible. So after you get them a little toss like so, your Brussels sprouts are officially done. And that's what you get right there.